found another new destination today, just outside of Richland Center, Wisconsin. I'm about to launch on the Pine River. How insanely beautiful is this landscape? It's miles and miles of flat, maybe a little bit of rolling hills, and all of a sudden I pull into the county park and bam, there's these bluffs. This place is already unexpectedly beautiful, so I can't wait to get the boat off the car and get paddling. The Pine River originates from southern Vernon County from freshwater springs and boasts 17 miles of Class 2 trout stream. I don't really know what that means since I don't fish, but apparently the trout here aren't real highbrow. I'm loving this place already for its beauty, but they also want to have one of these handy dandy canoe and kayak launchers. I haven't used one of these since I paddled the Chicago River. Dang it. I forgot to take the little hooky thing off my rudder. Forgot to take the strap off my rudder so I could put it down while I was on land. No worries. While we're still on the boring part of the river, let's talk about what boat I have today with me and why I chose it. I've got 5, used to be 6 kayaks at home. I don't count that inflatable that I owned briefly and sold that one out of the fleet. But anyway, I have 3 main boats that I use all the time. I've got a 12-foot Perception Tribute molded plastic polyethylene boat. I've got this 13.5-foot Current Designs Vision, also a polyethylene boat. And then I've got the 17.5-foot Kevlar Current Designs Solstice Sea Kayak. Now, I love my Goddess of the Sea, but she'd be way overkill for the Pine River. And I could have easily gone with a 12-foot boat, but the 12-foot boat doesn't have a rudder, and I love my ruddered boats. So I've got this 13.5-foot Current Design Vision with me, and I think this is going to be perfect for this adventure. You're like, what the hell? Shit. We've had a fair amount of rain in the last 2.5 weeks in southern Wisconsin. But I would say overall, for the last 8 weeks or so, we're still way down on rainfall. So I would imagine normal water levels here on the Pine River are a little bit higher. I really make a point to try to stay hydrated because sometimes I just get so wrapped up in what I'm doing, I literally forget to drink. The heat doesn't bother me, I think, as much as it does a lot of people. Okay, pet peeve. Why, oh why, of all the million places you could dispose of a tire, are you putting them in a river? If you are that cheap that you don't want to spend a couple of dollars to properly dispose of a tire, then go chuck it in the dumpster behind Domino's or something. One thing I didn't see very much of when I launched, yikes. thought it was just an ordinary bridge. Well, I guess it was once. Pine River would be a great river if you're not a really strong paddler and you just want to lazily float down the river and steer every now and then. Some people have observed recently that I'm not wearing my life jacket all of the time, which is true. And you know what? It's best to get in the habit of wearing it 100% of the time. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. I do wear it more than I did in my younger years, a lot more than I did in my younger years. I wear my life jacket when there's heavy boat traffic. I wear my life jacket when it's windy. I wear their life jacket when there's a strong current. And it is always, and I mean always, here with me at an arm's length. I don't wear my life jacket a lot of the time when I'm in the 200-foot wake zone. I don't wear my life jacket today. I'm stuck on a log. I'm not wearing it today because I'm in probably water that's thigh deep. But I do things to keep myself safe. After I nearly got lost in Horicon Marsh, I added an external battery to my paddle bag in case my phone battery gets depleted. I hydrate often. I got the big Yeti today. It's hot out. I rented equipment once. I think that was when I was around in Amelia Island in Jacksonville. And with my rental equipment, they gave me this whistle. Because you never know. What if your phone gets saturated and you're in trouble? So now I bring that with me every time. Sunblock. I'm constantly applying sunblock to my body and my face. I'm embracing being in my 50s, but I don't want to look like I'm 60 yet, and I wasn't quite as kind to my skin when I was younger, so that is very important. And even though I'm alone, there's a human that knows where I am. So no, I don't always wear my PFD, but it's not like I'm out here just throwing caution to the wind. I'm not stupid. Another thing I never do when I'm paddling is drink. A lot of people get in trouble that have been overserved while they're going down the Wisconsin River. And friends that I run into boating all the time offer me a beer when I'm paddling. And that would be really refreshing sometimes, but no. That's like as big of a no as drinking and driving to me. Just why? If I want to enjoy a beverage, I will wait till I'm off the water. Thanks.
Go ahead and paddle.
Thanks. Hey. Huh?
3 ladies up ahead of you.
They're the speedy ones, huh? Well, you've got that little cooler dragging behind, so I don't think they're going to go too far away. Hi. You must belong to the 3 guys I just passed.
They belong to us, but we're not claiming them all the time.
Women are faster. interested in paddling this stretch of the Pine River, there are no launch or parking fees at the Rockbridge Canoe and Kayak launch. A little bit hung up on a log there. I considered bringing one of my other paddles. This paddle is all carbon, and it's got zero give, which is great in transferring all of that energy to propelling you forward. But in a situation like this, sometimes it's not a bad idea to have a nylon paddle in case you're using that paddle to get you out of a jam. That little bit of flexibility is good so you don't break your paddle. I'm doing something I literally have never done, and I contacted one of the rental companies in town to meet me at the Takeout and drive me back up to my vehicle. There's not so much current that I couldn't paddle against this and just go up and back and not have to rely on anybody. However, I've never been here, and I really want to utilize all of my time seeing as much of the river as I can. So $30 to take my kayak and I back where we belong doesn't seem like too bad of a deal. I love the rudder, but I find I'm having to pull it up at times here when I get in a jam like this. I'm 3 miles in, and I think it's a pretty paddle on the Pine River. Obstacles that are just enough to make it interesting, but not really challenging. Those 3 couples I saw back there are the only people I've seen so far on the river. Disappointingly, I haven't seen any wildlife yet. I haven't seen any of our second-class trout. The photos I've seen of Pine River before I came out here, of course, were all of the beautiful bluffs. So I was a little bit expecting the whole river to be lined with the bluffs, which is not the case. And that's one of the things that I find really interesting about stuck on a log. Paddling a river like this. Stuck on a log. So the guy at the rental place told me I have to call him when I'm behind the big white barn. I'm assuming that's the barn. That means I have 10 minutes left before takeout. And this route was so short. I've only gone 4 miles so far. And so I'm trying to call for a ride, and there's no self-service out here. My phone is in SOS mode. So I guess I'll just take out and hope I get service when I get to the takeout. Oh, there's a takeout right here. Oh yeah, that's the place.
Okay. Do you need any help? Or?
No, I'm good. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Well, the lady back there just told me that I'm in the right place. This is the SR Takeout. I'm a little disappointed that this was only 4 miles. I don't know if I would have driven this far and paid $30 for a ride for 4 miles. 4 miles is nothing. Maybe while I'm in this part of the state, I'll find somewhere else to paddle before I go home. I'm back at this beautiful spot where I launched. One thing I was only mildly disappointed about, and kind of my bad for not checking with the rental company prior to my launch, is that that route is only 4 miles. I kind of forget that some people don't paddle as long of a distance as I do. I paddle 6 miles before breakfast, so that didn't quite satisfy my daily need of paddling. And that's exactly why I don't like to rely on other people when I paddle. I like to just set off, launch, do my own thing, paddle as long as I want to, and not have to worry about meeting at a certain destination or at a predetermined time. That's just how I roll when I paddle. But it was still a great day on the water because it was a great day on the water. I'm glad you came with, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my future adventures.